This story will help you believe that God is answering your prayers. I've been interceding for this person for a long time now, and they don't know that this is happening. They don't understand that there's like a real spiritual battleground going on. And I bet they maybe even had a pretty rough time during this time. Who knows what kind of storms they went through while all this spiritual conflict was happening in their life. So I asked God to give them like a real blessing, to like really give them something meaningful, a meaningful experience in their life that really kind of made it all worth it to them because they just have no idea what they went through just now. And as usual, I prayed for a specific time. I said, I pray for their 5:30. 5:30 comes and I'm not really paying attention to the time. All right, and this is kind of funny, but I suddenly got the impulse to go buy chicken tenders at the grocery store, and I should not be eating this because I'm on like a really strict diet, but I had just gotten done fasting and I was like, eh. So I'm in the frozen section, I grab them reluctantly, I turn around and this woman walks by me in her cart, and as she's walking by me, she turns her head around and stares at me and goes, yes, and she says, Daniel? And I said, no, my name's Matt, but I have a cousin named Daniel. And I was basically trying to reassure her because I've done this before in my life and I know it's awkward. And she starts to say, oh, you look like someone I know named Daniel. He's really handsome too. I didn't hear this because I was trying to reassure her already going, hey, it's okay, I do it all the time, blah, blah, blah. But I'm walking away as I'm saying all this to her. So I turn back around and I lean into her and I go, I'm sorry, what did you say? And she clarifies and says, I pray for someone named Daniel, and he's like you, he's handsome. And I'm not saying I'm handsome here, please, that's just what she said. And I go, oh, wow, are you a Christian? And she says, yeah. And I go, oh, well, God bless you, and thank you for the compliment. Now, I knew something weird had just happened, and I wasn't sure what. And I'm in line, and I started thinking about it, and I went, this woman just said I'm like a Daniel. And then suddenly, this like wave of like peace and light hit me, and it said, remember how you're doing a Daniel fast. And I went, whew, and I felt like God had just said, I think of you like Daniel. And it blew my mind so much that I started to tear up because I had just been through so much hell to pray for this person for the last month. And actually, it's more like 2 months. I only fasted for the 40 days, but I've been doing it for like 2 months. And I just kind of was overwhelmed with like approval. So I walked home and I realized, okay, at 5:30, because I checked the time, at 5:30, a very meaningful moment where I got God's like sense of like good job after doing all that. And that confirmed to me that he probably did something really meaningful for them too. So that's just another example of how God is replying to me in my prayers in this time of my life and how much my intercession has mattered in my life and how like crazy it's been. And I have a lot more stories on my page if you guys want to go check them out. I've been posting them lately and I'm going to keep posting them and I'm going to keep telling you guys what God's been doing in my life and giving Christian encouragement every day from my bed.